Hey guys, so it is the last day of back to school week and Isabella is here to help me with this video. So we are going to talk about our back to school traditions. Now I don't think, well, only one of them is really specific to homeschooling, so this is not necessarily a homeschool specific video. So we're going to get started, and I think we're going to start with Bella's favorite. So what's your favorite back to school tradition?
Ice cream sundae.
Ice cream sundaes. So a few years ago, we started the tradition that our dinner on the day we went back to school would be an ice cream sundae dinner, but we would trick the kids. So I would take out a casserole pan with a lid and have them sit down and take the lid off, and it would just be an ice cream sundae. So they're kind of on to that trick now. So what we do is after dinner, the night before, celebrate the last day of summer, is we just have a big bowl of ice cream, all the toppings, humongous bowl of ice cream. Everybody has a spoon, and we just sit around the table and talk about our summer and talk about what we're excited about, for the school year, and just enjoy the family time. And it just seems fun and crazy to have a big old bowl of ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, so of course, I think everybody does this. We have a nice big breakfast the first day of school. I like to incorporate something that includes an apple because, just apples make you think of back to school. And so this year we're gonna have apple muffins with our breakfast, and then, we're also going to read How to Make an Apple Pie and See the World, but that's just our tradition, is to have a nice big breakfast with Daddy before they go back to school. Another thing I do is I make them notes. So I know that notes and lunch boxes are a big deal, but because my kids stay home, I don't get to leave them notes in their lunch boxes. And also because I'm the one teaching them, I think a lot of my intentions toward being intentional, all of my ideas of this wonderful, harmonious first day of school, it doesn't always work out that way because there's the stress of trying to get everyone together and trying to take pictures and trying to, get everybody onto a schedule, and it's not always the sweetest time in reality. So I started writing notes the night before when I am actually being intentional. And slipping it into either a book they're going to open that day or into their little lunch boxes, because they do pack their lunches the night before to help with the ease of back into school. So I just write them a cute little note that's just something about how grateful I am to be their teacher, to build them up for that year. And these were from last year, but just a little something to say, something along the lines of, I'm so blessed to get to be your mommy and your teacher, just something to build them up before the day begins. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, of course you have to take your first day of school pictures. So we always have a first day of school sign, and I let the kids pick out new outfits. So we just went to Target a couple of days ago, and they each picked out their very own bright and colorful outfit for the first day of school. Now something I do is I take the picture of them wearing that outfit the first day of school, and then I make sure, even if they outgrow the outfit, to not donate it that year, so that on the very last day of school they'll wear the same exact outfit. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen this back in May. I did one of those little sliding over first day to last day, and you can see how much they've grown, and it's just so crazy to see how much they grow in the length of one school year. So they wear the same outfits on the first day and the last day of school. Another thing, just to kind of ease into school on the first day of school, instead of doing a full, complete homeschool, do you see yourself in there?
Yes, I'm trying not to yawn.
Trying not to yawn. Am I boring you?
No.
Oh, we're talking about school and she's already fallen asleep.
Mom.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, to try to ease into the school year, because as much as we try to prepare for the upcoming school year with getting back on a routine, there is still always just a little bit of a shock on the first actual day of school. And so on the first day of school, instead of doing any actual lessons, I kind of step them through the day. At this time, okay, right now we would be doing science, but instead of actually doing science, we're just going to look at our new science books. So they don't actually see or peek through any of their curriculum until that first day of school. And I just kind of let them look through it and get excited about it. And also that kind of breaks us into the schedule. So instead of actually reading lesson one, I just let them look through the book and then say, okay, now at this time science would probably be over, and then we're going to move on to math. So why don't we look through our math stuff? That just helps us become familiar with the curriculum, get excited about it, kind of pattern ourselves to what our schedule is going to be like, but not also starting the first day of school and starting the learning on that very first day, because that can just be a lot when they're young. And let me be totally honest, it's a lot on me. I'm trying to not drink as much coffee anymore, so I'm going to need to cut something out on that first day of school, and it's going to be the actual learning. So another fun thing is like, bleh. So another thing we like to do is we like to make up our own classroom rules on the very first day of school. Some fun things like no fruit allowed in the classroom, nothing healthy, no stinky toots, just some funny classroom rules, some things that involve hugs and love and then just some silly things so that we remember that we're a family before we're a classroom. Okay, this one is the one that's specific to homeschooling. On the very first day, we usually start our school year before the public schools start their year. It's August, it's hot in Florida, and we don't usually want to wait. So we, on our very first day, on the public school system's first day of school, we don't do school that day and we go somewhere fun. So the movie theater, the beach, anything to kind of feel that freedom of homeschooling. We really appreciate doing that on the first day of school. I meant to say earlier when I said we have a breakfast with John, we used to always wait to start our school year until Labor Day, like actual Labor Day, not the day after, because he's off for Labor Day and then he could be here for the first day of school. But a couple of years ago his schedule changed, and so now we're able to see him that morning. He doesn't leave for work until later in the morning, and so we are able to start school. Okay, somebody wants to join us. So now we're able to start school on like a normal school day, but for those of you with an unconventional schedule, if you do want your spouse to be there on the first day of school, there's really nothing wrong with starting on Labor Day. That worked out for us for a long time. Okay, and so the last thing here is a serious one. The night before school starts, I like to, after my classroom's been set up and the kids are in bed, I'm seriously boring the heck out of this girl over here. Can you tell she's so excited to go back to school tomorrow? I like to walk through our classroom and I like to pray, just a prayer of gratitude for the freedom and the flexibility that we have in homeschooling, to pray over my kids individually, to pray over my heart and my attitude, to pray over the curriculum that we've chosen, that it would be the right choices for them, and just to pray over our year as a whole, that it goes well, and to thank the Lord for another year and another opportunity to homeschool, because we never really know what each year holds. And so I plan to homeschool them all the way through, but circumstances change every day. I mean, nobody knows what the next day holds, let alone the next year. So tonight I will be walking through our schoolroom and I will be praying and I will be thanking the Lord for another school year. So those are some of our back to school traditions. Let us know in the comments below what some of your back to school traditions are. Thank you for hanging out with us this week, this back to school week. I really enjoyed making all these videos. It was a lot of stuff. It actually helped me get organized for my school year, so I'm grateful for that. I wish each one of you a blessed school year. If your school year starts tomorrow, good luck. I'm right there in the trenches with you. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing to celebrate back to school, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.